Hello, my royals! I'm DarkriseKnight. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. In the last episode, we took on Lorelei, Bruno, and Agatha of the Elite Four. In this episode, we're taking on the last of the Elite Four and the champion. From the last episode, I talked about how everyone was going to get their own battle. This is Polaris's. He was supposed to do Bruno's, but Volcan took that over, so now this is Polaris's turn. So, let's go on. This is the last member, and this is one we know nothing about. Let's go meet this member. So, you're Atlas. I lead the Elite Four. You can call me Lance, the Dragon Trainer. You likely know that dragons are Pokemon spoken of in legends. They are hard to catch and raise, but their powers are superior. They are virtually indestructible. There are no being clever with them. Well, are you ready to lose? Your Pokemon League challenge ends with me, Atlas. Oh, I probably should have mentioned this. Every battle you want to save before in case you lose. But I haven't, because I've had kind of an easy time. Zedra! Yeah, that's not a dragon. In fact, you wanna know something? There's only one dragon. We have it, Volga. He uses dragon-like Pokemon. Although Zedra does get an evolution of Kingdra in the next game, Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver. Yes, I do reference all the games that are supposed to be next. In fact, that's where we learn more about Lance. He does eventually become a champion of the Indigo Plateau, and he was raised by a clan known as the Dragon Clan, who are in tune with dragons. And let's talk about those dragons. Lance kind of put it the best themselves. They are your strong beast. Whatever you need, they're there to be it. They are strong, they are powerful, but they do have weaknesses. Some of them aren't common. Ice, Dragon, and Fairy are their weaknesses. They are resistant to pretty much everything else. A lot of stuff is going to roll off a dragon's back, which means you gotta pack the necessary materials for them. But if you do put in that journey to raise a dragon, you got an incredible ally on your side. Like Volga here. And dragons are mostly going to be your pseudo-legendaries, although there has been other pseudo-legendaries that weren't dragons. It's just they're the most common type, because dragons are your most powerful. And in fact, a lot of legendaries are dragon type themselves, because they are legends. Gyarados. Thunderbolt. You may be faster. Never mind. Like I said, he uses Dragon-type Pokemon, and you're probably wondering, how's Gyarados a Dragon-type? Dragon-like? He's based off an old legend where a salmon swims to the top of a waterfall, and it passes through a gate and turns into a dragon. That's what Magikarp's form. That's what Magikarp is based off of. If you're curious. Also, Lance's name, it's just to be a cool name. I believe that's really all it is. It's just to be a cool name. One more potion just to make sure we're ready. What happened there? Well, at least it didn't attack. Scald. That reminds me of when I had a Charizard. Dragon Pulse. Scald. I may heal I don't know. Cause, here we go. His Dragonite. Also, fun fact. He is level 55. In other games where Lance uses Dragonites, he uses ones that are not possible. Polaris, you did amazing out there. Elastis is the last one. Well, Volk can clean this up. Yeah, Volga. You two can finish it up with each other's match. In fact, Volga here actually has something special for this Dragonite. Ice Punch. I got this just in case Volga had to fight. Down it goes. It basically goes against Volga's two types, Ice and Dragon, so haha! And with that, Volga reached level 56. Sorry about that. That's it. I hate to admit it, but you're a first-class Pokemon trainer. If you guys give me one quick sec, I gotta do something real quick. Give me one quick second, I will be right back. Alright, I am back. Still can't believe my dragons lost to you. Atlas, you are now the Pokemon League champion. Or, you would have been, but you have one more challenge left. There's one more trainer to face. That trainer is... Hello there, Atlas. Congratulations on your victory over Lance. Huh? What's with that look of surprise? Your timing is perfect, Professor. Atlas, the one you will face is... Professor Oak. Well, not really. This is still a nod to an old... to I think a point in time where you would have been able to fight Professor Oak. But it never happened. It's Mason. He beat the Elite Four before you. He is the Pokemon League champion. That's right. And I should have known I shouldn't have fought the Moltres. Had to help Oak with his Pokedex. Whatever. In the past, trainers who defeated the Elite Four were only recorded as champions. This time, however, you will be officially establishing the champion as part of the Pokemon League. Professor Oak is here to officiate the crowning of the new champion. Seems only fitting that it should be either you or Mason. You're the two who took care of Team Rocket after all. Now then, head onward to the stage of your final battle. Prepare yourself. This is it. This is the one where I'm going, if they go down, they're down. That's it. This would also be the point where I would recommend it saving. You don't want to get all the way to this ending and then basically have to go right back to the beginning. So, I would recommend saving. If you feel confident without saving, you can go on. So, I'm actually going to be that stupid fool and not save. I feel confident in the team. I think they can easily do it. Let's see. But, party situation. Marowak is going to have a redemption. I look forward to seeing just how high two of you and your Pokemon can climb. Whoops, I was going to talk to Lance, but oh well. You can't go back or else you'll fall off the world. Also, there's nothing else here. Anywho, here he is. Our rival, Mason. Or whatever you named your rival. was going to say, that probably would have fallen by now, but oh well. You did it, Atlas. Oh man, that's great. I've been waiting. I beat the Elite Four and became the champion. You probably heard from the professor, right? From now on, the champion will be part of the Pokemon League and battle all kinds of trainers. I'm really glad my first opponent turned out to be you, Atlas. You're the one trainer I want to test my best against, after all. Let's battle, Atlas. The champion's seat is on the line. Goes right into the battle. Or I wish it did. You were challenged by Champion Mason. Starting off with his Pidgeot. Be careful against this thing. I don't feel confident I can take this down in one shot. So I'm Swords Dancing. Jose Pidgeot is reacting to Mason's Keystone. He has a Mega Pidgeot. Air Slash. I'm gonna hope. My first Flare Blitz, that's gonna take me out no matter what. Unless that missed, but like. Flare Blitz may take it out, but. It did. No, I'm not accepting that. Marowak has this battle. I know it does. We're going to send Jack out there, but we're going to immediately bring back Marowak. Vileplume. Okay. Perfect setup. But I'm bringing back Marowak. He deserves this. Your stand-up screens, fine by me. I'm setting up for who's going to take you on. Solar Beam. Like I said, I'm setting up on you. Let's-Glow. Reflect. No, this is my light screen. Here's my light screen. And here's my reflect. There we go. Sludge Bomb, fine by me. We're ready to bring him back out. Marowak, come back in. I know you can do it, bud. By the way, they only have 3 moves, so their Reflect wore off. I want to get a Swords Dance in just to be on the safe side. There's that Reflect again. Maybe it was good that I did that. Bone Ring would be... No, Flare Blitz. Boom! Time goes Vileplume. Not as bad as I thought. There goes our light screen. Slowbro. You're what I was worried about. Shadow Ball. 2-shot. Surf. And our light screen just went out. Ugh. Marowak, I'm sorry, bud. Polaris, come on in. And he had such good opportunities. He needed some candies. I really do think he needs some. Come on. Thunderbolt, and that should... 4-star! Right, I forgot. Mason uses items. Most of the time in Pokemon games, they are limited to 2. Mason, I've seen use 3. He can probably use even more than 3. But I've only seen him use 3. You'll probably use 1 now. Yeah. He uses heals like crazy. He will never use revives. That is something NPCs will never do. They will never use revives. And he just decided to withdraw Slowbro. Raichu. Probably saw he was getting nowhere with Slowbro and decided to withdraw him. No, we're doing the same. He knows he's probably going to use Thunder move, Electric move. So, we're going to bring it back. We're going to call a switch. Earthquake. That hurts, but we're fine. I know he has 2 more. It's fine. Whatever happens in this time, we're going to have a redemption, because yes, you can rematch these guys to get higher leveled. And they will be higher leveled with 1 more member of their team. So, we are going to come back, and we will be stronger. So we can have redemption arcs for members that... Marowak. Oh, speaking of Marowak, you have a Marowak of your own. Probably just an Earthquake. You were the one I would definitely have a Brick Break. Ugh. I'll use Earthquake, but if this isn't working, then I'll just switch out. You are probably going to do like a full heal. I would not doubt it. I know what you have left, so Polaris is the... You know, Volga hasn't fought, and Wolfsbane hasn't either, but then Wolfsbane, not the best here. Especially what he has left, so... Yep. You're weak to ice. Nice to meet you. I was hoping we get frozen! Oh. Like Lorelei said, if you're frozen, you can't move, so bye-bye. Down we go. Although it can be restored by either using Ice Heal, using a Fire type move on yourself, or by using a special Fire type move, or by just using a full restore, or by letting yourself defrost automatically. Rapidash, his final Pokemon. Outrage. Flare Blitz. Like I said, Marowak would have been good. I could see him doing well against every one of his Pokemon. There he goes. By the way. There we go. Okay, I admit it. Alice, you're the strongest trainer in the world. We did it. Oh man, my reign is over already? That was pretty short. You're a champion now, Atlas. And as for me, I got a new goal to work toward. Atlas. So you've done it at last. You defeated the Pokemon League. My sincerest congratulations. You've gone a great deal since you first caught Eevee and set out with that Pokedex. Yes, Atlas, you've really come to your own as a fine young man. And Mason, you show great resolve, never losing heart, as you shot your journey through to the end. I did see, though, in the way that you do battle, that kind heart of yours might still be causing you to hold yourself back when it comes to your Pokemon and to facing Atlas. It's hardly much of a weakness, but it may cost you the battle this time. Regardless, the two of you showed us an extraordinary battle. But thanks, Professor. Atlas, you understand that your victory was not just your own doing, don't you? It was the marvelous bond you share with your Pokemon that brought you here. Now, Atlas, come with me. Yeah, our rival gets to stay behind. And we saved the game! Congratulations, Atlas. This is where we record forever the Pokemon who have performed so admirably for the trainers here at the Pokemon League. This is the Hall of Fame. Being honored here is one of the greatest joys a Pokemon trainer may achieve. Atlas, you battled hard to become a Pokemon League champion. Let's record this great achievement of you and your Pokemon for all to remember. Congratulations, champion. Jack, our starter, and amazing Eevee. Lowland Marowak, our trade evolution and Shelf regional forms. Polaris, our surfing companion. Wolfsbane, our first starter we caught. Volga, the pseudo legendary, and Dozer, the powerful Pokemon who showed us we can go out of order. You would have 6 rotating around you, but since Eevee is always on you, and Eevee was part of our team, he's still riding on our head. And there we go. That's the base game of Let's Go. Yeah, we're not done yet. There is a post game. We are still looking for something. Oh, also enjoy these credits and photos of Eevee's point of view throughout our adventure. Although I guess I should say this as well. If you're playing Let's Go Pikachu, Pikachu would be following you instead of Eevee. But I just think Eevee is so cute the way he just runs behind us. I love this art style for Eevee. Eevee is one of my favorite gnome Pokemon. He's not my favorite of the favorites. That goes to someone special in my heart. If you are curious, it's Darkrai. Darkrai is my favorite Pokemon of all time. Love my Darkrai. If you're curious, I saw Pokemon The Rise of Darkrai when I was young, and I love Darkrai just from it. But yes, we do have more to cover. Mason had a Mega Pidgeot. Wouldn't you like some other Megas besides just the 3 Kanto starters? We can talk about those, can't we? We also have Go Park we still need to cover. Time we were at the tower. I actually wrote all these down. Eevee getting us the lift key. And there's also one more legendary we still have not fought. If you remember, there's one place we've never been in the Kanto region. Back at Cerulean is where that is. There are also some secret trainers you can even take on. As I alluded to, there are the champion. There is the Elite Four and the Champion rematch. There's also some gym rematches as well. You can reface all the gyms. And there's even a rematch against a certain other trainer. And there's one more secret that I have not shown with our little Eevee. Like how it doesn't have us with our clothes, it just has us in our default outfits. And I think the best part of it is customizing your trainer, making nice outfits, I guess. Our final battle against Mason. And if you notice, this is just us walking around the world one last time until we return home. We decided to go to other places just before we went home because that's what we wanted to do. Get our last trip before returning home. If you remember, Eevee did? Look at these flower patch. He wanted to create a bouquet of flowers just for us. The end. This is just for the base game. Remember to tune in tomorrow so we can continue on with Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.